Welcome, everyone. This is Omni Talk Retail. I'm Chris Walton.
And I'm Anne Mezzenga.
And we are coming to you live from the Avalara Summer Camp Outdoor After Party in Salt Lake City. And today we have the pleasure of being joined by Terral Cochran, the head of e-commerce at ThermoWorks. Terral, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Tell us a little bit about your company and your role.
ThermoWorks sells and designs thermometers.
Okay.
The world's best thermometers.
The world's best thermometers.
They're highly recommended on Food Network and PBS, America's Test Kitchen. But we design everything for restaurants and industrial and something that can survive 16-year-old hands nonstop in a restaurant will last forever in a home.
Really?
So, yeah.
So you sell to restaurants, you sell to individuals trying to make something like me in my own kitchen. I could not mess up this thermometer.
Well, Anne, I mean,
no, with a thermometer, you'll never make a mistake.
So we're at this. This is the summer camp, right, Anne? It's put on by BigCommerce and Avalara. When did you start using BigCommerce?
We started with BigCommerce about 3 years ago.
Okay, and how have you found it? How have they helped you?
It's been great.
Yeah? What about it?
Being able to we have a lot of control over how everything looks. We were able to migrate our previous site and maintain the look and feel, so the end user, they would never have known that there was a change. And we made that change. I was telling, I can't remember who it was, but like 5 days before Black Friday is when we turned on our site. So we thought, if we have to do this, we'll just take the lumps.
Take the lumps. Wow, you're a glutton for punishment, my
Yeah.
friend. That's tough. That's a tough move.
Yeah.
How about the Avalara side of things? How long have you been working with them?
But we use Avalara in our NetSuite. We run NetSuite backend.
Okay.
And then BigCommerce on our website, and then Avalara is the glue between all that.
And what do you use them for most? Is it to simplify taxation on the whole organization?
Yeah,
and your consumer too, right?
Yeah, because we sell to a lot of consumers. We have we sell to every state, and every state has counties, and every county has cities, and they all have different taxes. And we were trying to keep track of that on our own for a while.
Oh, you were?
And yeah.
Oh my God.
Luckily, I'm not in the accounting department.
Right.
So, but they had a lot of pain points with that.
But the decisions you make probably impact the accounting department too, right? Yeah. Being in charge of e-commerce.
Yeah.
Terral, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You run the e-commerce site. How did you make the decision when you were deciding to switch over to BigCommerce? Like, what was it for you that you were like, this sealed the deal for me? This is where we're gonna go.
We looked at all different platforms.
Right.
And it came down to a couple things. Price was one.
Okay.
Flexibility was probably a bigger one.
Flexibility.
Being able to make everything look just how we wanted it.
Right.
And if we want to add functionality, we can do that. I'm here with our developer, and so we do everything in-house.
Okay.
So all our customization is kind of handled between the two of us. So.
And would you have any advice for other retailers or brands who are about to embark on that? Number one, maybe don't do it the few days before Black Friday. But what else would you recommend as they're kind of going through that process that you went through, where you're trying to consider like what the right platform is, what the key things were that you were looking for that might be important for them? If
you can find someone that will let you play around in the back end.
Okay.
The thing that's taken a lot of getting used to is just the different way promotions work.
Okay.
Or the different, it's kind of a dark art being able to get.
It's funny because I'm reading Harry Potter right now.
Yeah. It's like
funny
how
expression.
Does this promotion work with that discount?
Right.
This promo code, and some of it we didn't quite understand, but we were able to any roadblocks we found, we were able to work around it and really have everything be pretty automatic.
Given that you're the head of e-commerce, what challenges do you foresee in the digital landscape in the year ahead that you're going to need to tackle, if anything?
Conversion rate is always something that we're looking at and worrying about.
Why are you more particularly worried about that this year than in years past?
Maybe seeing it not grow as high as we'd want.
Okay.
But it's a good barometer to are we presenting things the right way?
Right.
And if not, what do we need to change? How do we reconfigure? Are we making things too complicated? We try to make it as simple as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And conversion rate's a pretty good barometer.
Good metric for that. Mm-hmm. Nice.
We had Travis from Avalara here talking about how one of the issues that they're helping retailers and brands solve is that they can send a product to a customer, and maybe, especially I imagine when you're working with commercial businesses and when you're working with individuals, they could send a product to a customer, and when the customer gets that product, they could be taxed after. Have you ever run into any of those scenarios?
We do sometimes.
Yeah.
Our solution to that in the past has been we pay the tax for them.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Smart move.
Yeah.
So rather than
it's your mistake. You own it up.
Because
you own it.
They get it, and we used to have multiple shipping options. We actually removed options where they would have to pay a tax.
Okay.
Just so that, because we want to make everything as pain-free for them as possible.
Right.
And if they get it and they still have to pay, then they're not happy, and then it reflects on the relationship forever.
Right. And as managing the e-com site, you have a lot going on. That's not something that maybe is in your list of top priorities that you have to take care of to keep the business growing, I imagine. Yeah. All right. Well, any other advice that you have for anyone listening?
One of the best things about turning on our e-commerce shop or our BigCommerce shop is that decoupling of our NetSuite system from our web system, so that if there's a problem with one, the other one can pick it up. If there's a problem with this one, that one can pick it up. We can take phone orders.
Right.
And so we've essentially had no downtime since having to do that.
Since you did that.
And if NetSuite's doing an update, we don't go offline, and then when they come back, everything just pushes right through, and I don't have to worry about it.
Terral, I do have one more question,
you do?
though. Yes, if I were to purchase a thermometer for the home, which one would you recommend?
Always Thermapen ONE.
Thermapen ONE. Okay.
It's the original.
That's a pen that you put in the side pocket.
It's one that opens up like a switchblade.
Oh.
Okay. But you heard it here first, folks. Thermapen ONE. Go and get yourself one. I'm probably going to check that out as soon as we get home tonight. So, all right. Well, Terral Cochran, thanks for coming with us. Thanks for stopping by at the summer camp at the Outdoor Retailers Show. And
until next time, be careful out there.